Hey fellas, we're back for another episode of Shit Talking at its
And it's
best. And it's
best.
always at its best, even if we're here, we're not here, we talking some shit somewhere. So we decided to come together today and kick it around some more, as we usually do.
Yeah, and don't
Here's one.
forget to hit like and subscribe to the joint. Let us know the feedback we get. Give us. We
Absolutely.
want the positive and the negative. We don't care. Just bring it on.
Absolutely, because we prepared, we ready to go. We want your comments, so please hit and like and subscribe, as Tony just said. Now I'm coming out of the gate straight out, bro. These relationships, man, with these older, middle-aged, and youngsters, has just got me just baffled, bro. I don't understand it. I totally don't understand it.
What
You know, the brothers out here are not picking up where they need to pick up. The sisters out here are allowing them, I guess, to just wing it or do whatever they want to do. And then they tell me, "Oh, well, I'm looking for somebody. Oh, I want to get married. Oh, I want to have a relationship with somebody." And then you say, "Well, okay, well, why don't you kind of like meet a guy in church?" They're like, "Meet a guy in church? I ain't meeting nobody in church. I don't want to meet nobody." I say, "Well, what's the difference in meeting somebody in the church than in a club, or on the street, or in the
okay.
supermarket, or anywhere?
Okay.
Where do they meet dudes at these days, and where do you meet girls at? It's good for both of y'all, girls and guys. Where do you meet at these days?" Tony, I couldn't imagine being out there, bro.
Man, I'm
I'm
glad.
just saying.
I'm glad I'm not out
I
there,
couldn't
man, because it's
imagine,
crazy.
bro.
But you saying so? These are some young females you've been talking to, and they
I've been
saying
talking to lots of them,
lots
bro. When
of
I
it.
say lots, I'm not saying 10. I'm saying it's been more than 10.
And all of them, they saying they want a relationship, but they can't find anybody. That
If
was
they can get that out their mouth first. Because first they be like,
they don't want no
they
man.
don't even want, no, they be like, "I don't even want to talk about it." What you talking about? Why you going to talk about that? What you going there
Oh
for?
yeah.
I'm saying they don't even want to talk about it because obviously they've been talking about it a lot with somebody. And even this older lady, I was going to call her a chick, but I didn't call you a chick. This older lady, she was like, you know, I don't know. I'm too old to be dating out here messing with these guys. And I'm like, really?
So
But she said there's an app. That's what she told me. She said
I'm
there's an
pretty
app
sure.
for 50 and
50
plus.
and out.
Yeah,
I'm
I
pretty
had never
sure
heard
it
of that.
is. I'm pretty
She
sure.
said it was an app for it. So I guess if there's a 50 and up app,
It's
there's
just it's
got
a
to be a
date.
30,
It's just
a
dating
dating
site.
app, getting to know
They
somebody.
got they got many a dating sites, man. That those apps that people go. You gotta watch yourself. A couple of people done got murdered on them joints
That's what
too.
I'm
So I'm
saying, bro.
saying so. That it's rough out here anywhere when you start trying to date a new relationship. But I don't understand if you saying the girls are they saying they don't want to talk about relationship or they don't want a
Nah, they
relationship with
come
them.
straight out. I don't even want to talk. This one girl, I said, well, how's your dating life? What's going on with you? And I have a relationship with her, not so
Mm-hmm.
much as a serious relationship, but I have a relationship with her. She's not like a family member or nothing. I said, how's your dating life? She said, "Boy, please." I said, "Boy, well, hold on, wait on." I said, "Boy, please."
So
And
basically, said
so
she don't have one.
she don't even know where to start to talk about it, bruh.
Yeah.
With me,
It
I'm.
froze up here
Okay.
for some reason. There we go.
She don't even know where to start to talk about it with me.
Yeah.
I mean, just to talk about. That's all I'm asking because he wasn't there, and I'm not interested, and we just kicking it, right? And just like,
Yeah, man, but it's wild, because these conversations I don't have, and
yeah,
so I don't really know, man. I just know the women out here, they on their own time saying they don't need a man. They can do this, and or they could be, they players too. I mean, they got songs out, yeah, we players too,
hmm
we can do our own thing. We pimps, we doing our own thing. So I think they use that as a mechanism because they can't find a man. They decide that they can't keep a man. I don't want to keep a man. That's kind of like, I know I'm saying a little something, but it seems like women get in a lot of relationships and they never can sustain the relationship, and the man, it's another man, the next man, and so to say that you can't sustain a relationship, maybe you're picking the wrong dudes, the wrong type of dudes.
but you never know the right dude, Tony. It's a crapshoot.
It's all
It's such a
it's
crapshoot.
all a crapshoot.
It's like,
You don't really know nobody
yeah,
until you know them. So,
right.
but that is. But some things you can do the same thing. You can be doing some of the same stuff, looking for a different result, though. And I think some people have their picks. Some
Well,
people have their types.
what's wrong with
and
a
all
picnic on the waterfront? I mean, what's wrong with
that.
that?
You got to
What's
get that
wrong with
person
it?
that want to have that. So
But every female you talk to, Tony, always would tell you, "Oh, that sounds nice."
Oh yeah.
Oh, that you know I'm telling the truth.
Oh yeah, they'll be like,
That
oh,
sounds
he took me
nice.
out
Oh
of
yeah,
there.
you know.
That's right for a
That-
minute. That's right for a minute.
That's just for a minute,
That's
right?
just for a minute. That
Okay.
little nice. You can't be too nice, and I'm sorry to say
Now,
that.
whose fault is that on? Is it on her fault or his fault?
I
Because
think-
when you say for a minute, I'm thinking like she getting serious too quick, or he's getting serious. He's getting too possessive too quick. Now,
That can happen. I mean, I think, well, when I say being too nice, the too nice part, I think females take a guy niceness for softness or
A weakness.
something. It's a weakness, softness,
okay.
and they really, I mean, that's
So she
why
don't want a soft dude.
they don't. I'm pretty sure they say they don't. They want
Hey,
somebody.
come on, females, help
want,
me out. Hit Tony
no.
and tell Tony what y'all really
They want. They
Come on.
want a dude that they feel like can take care of them.
But he got to take care of her violently, or does he take
Well,
care
not
of her?
violent, they just feel safe.
So if I disrespect a chick, I got it. That's all you telling me, right? At some point in time in that relationship, Tony, I got to
I
disrespect
don't
her
think it got to
because
be
do I
dis-
have it?
I don't think it doesn't. I'm saying that probably happens in a lot of relationships, but I don't think you have to disrespect them. I think you have to show them you're in charge. You have to show them that you're the man in this relationship and you're in charge.
You have to show them that.
Yeah.
But Tony, they surpassing us on every level that I can ever think about, bruh. They passing us in education. And Gita getting money. They passing us in career.
Well, passing us, that's probably always been.
Parenting.
That's been always been.
Parenting.
So I'm not sure that's nothing new about,
But you just said we should need to head the household. I mean, we need to show them we can protect them.
You still can protect.
So we can
them.
just fight.
No, it ain't about fighting. It ain't protecting. It ain't about fighting. They make you feel safe. Just feel safe when y'all out. You feel safe with the man you with. If you're going somewhere, he's making the right decisions in the life that y'all are making now. If you're talking about all the women that's ahead of these guys, where they gonna find these guys that on their same level?
Right.
Then that's their, they have to find those guys. But at the same time, I don't think a woman should sit around, my man got to make this and my man got to make that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you should come out like that, because a dude could be that dude even though he's not making the money that he maybe wants to make in his life.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Now, which side is slimmer though on the pickings? Is it the side that I know where I am and I don't need this man, or I know what I am and I don't need this woman? Which side is less? I mean, is less to get that special person that they deserve?
Well,
they should get. That's
you
what
gotta
I'm thinking.
understand. I think that women are on the side, but you're saying that they don't need a man, they got their own, and a man is out here trying to get him. But the problem, the situation with that, kind of a little different what I'm saying, but at this point, a woman choose who she's going to sleep with.
Mm-hmm.
A woman choose who she's going to sleep
Mm-hmm.
with. That's her choice.
She
She
has
gonna
all
make
the
that
cards.
choice. But she doesn't choose who she's going to marry. She can't choose who she's going to marry. The guy going to choose who
He's
gonna
gonna
marry.
You know what, Tony?
The
that makes
woman
sense
can't
to me,
choose
bro.
that. Yeah, because
That makes
those are
sense to me
facts.
that
Those
you're
are
saying
facts.
that. It does. Because
So-
I never looked at it like that though.
Yeah,
bro, but it's true.
a woman can't choose.
It's
She
true.
might want to marry a dude,
Yeah.
love this dude, right? But if he don't say,
Yeah.
baby, will you marry
No,
me?
you're
You're
right.
not gonna get married.
You're right.
And she may, at the time, get tired. I'm tired of waiting on this guy. I'm going somewhere else, and maybe marry another guy.
Mhm.
But that guy's the guy she wanted to marry.
Mhm.
He didn't want to get married.
Mhm.
So as I said, women have to watch how they call I'm looking for this and I'm looking for that type of dude, because you choose who you sleep with, but you don't choose who you marry.
Wow, that's interesting. I want y'all to comment on that one because to me, first time I heard it said that way, makes sense. To me. Now I don't know. You guys got to comment on that one,
If
Tony.
women disagree,
and just kinda come
if
at 'em.
women believe that you choose who you marry, we can have a conversation, because I disagree on that too. Now you can wind up marrying the person you want to marry. If he wants to marry you, it could happen.
So the women don't hold all the cards then, Tony? Is that what you're
They
saying
don't
to
hold
me?
that one. They don't hold the
that
marriage
one.
card. That's why
the marriage card.
they don't hold the marriage card.
Okay, because that's the ultimate goal for both of them, though, right?
I don't know about both. It's always go for women. Men
women,
aren't so
okay.
much ready
Okay.
to be married as women. I don't think men are as maybe later in their life. Women maybe
Yeah.
want to get married early, and
Mhm.
they like men after they do all that they can do, run around as much as they can run around. So the older guys are ready to get married, while the younger women are ready to get married.
Mhm.
And by the time the older women, younger women get older, they're not looked at as desirable anymore as to even an older man to get married. So women have it rough out here in those situations. But what a woman has to do is got to play herself right through the years to find that right dude, to find the dude that's right for her.
That's a lot of playing, Tony. She's saying I ain't got time to be playing with you all night.
Well,
I
the
just don't have the
plan, the
time. I mean,
plan, the plan
why
is
playing with
not
you
the
like
plan.
that?
I play herself. I'm saying you can't go out here and say I can do whatever men do and la da da, and I can do whatever I want to do with my body. You're gonna be 50 years old, and ain't nobody gonna want you in that body at 50 or 60 years old. Nobody's gonna want you with that body anymore. So I'm saying when you're younger, you gotta take care of yourself in a sense of mind of respecting yourself. So men respect you. And that's who a man gonna want to marry, a woman that he
But
respects.
hey, Tony, you just erased a whole segment of people because you said when you're 50 and you're not attractive to the male anymore.
To the
I'm begging.
female.
I mean, to the female anymore. I'm begging to differ with that because, as we were talking earlier, there was a app out here for 50 plus that somebody wants those 50 plus women
They
to
want
be
to marry
mates. Yeah.
I
They want
don't know.
that companionship. You understand what
No,
I'm
no, that
saying?
makes sense. I mean,
You know,
but I
'cause
say the older guy. I said men want to get married when they get older.
yeah,
So if they are and they're old and the woman have kept herself appealing, yeah, I can see that happening with the old, because the older guy gonna want to get. He's done played. He done did his playing days,
yeah,
and it's
yeah.
time to sit back and chill to find that person. So I'm not saying that, but I'm talking about the women that's out there. I'm talking about the women that's been out there when they were young, out there running the streets, that they say, doing all they want to do.
Mhm.
Fly betties, as they call
Mhm.
them, or whatever, hood rats, fly betties, whatever way we want to put it out. When they get older, see, they lived off their cuteness and their
Mhm.
sexiness.
Mhm.
That ain't gonna work when they get to an older age.
So
That's
you
not
saying
gonna
they
work.
got to get more refined as we need to not evolve, but as we need to mature, we need maturation in older age. They need what?
They need to preserve
They need to
themselves. They need
preserve
to
themselves.
preserve themselves.
Y'all,
And
please let me know because that is a damn good question, legitimate question, or a legitimate response. Because I'm saying that the maturity of man needs to step its game up. Tony's saying the preserving of the woman in all of the areas of her beauty, her intelligence, her mothering, things like that needs to step up. Am I correctly
yeah,
describing you?
I'm saying keeping herself at a respectable level.
Mm-hmm.
At these days, I think young girls think that they don't look at showing their body or having sex
Mm-hmm.
randomly and
Yeah.
stuff like that as being a negative thing now, and they're like trying to say we could do it if y'all can do it. But I beg to differ. I think in the long run, it plays its way back in to women as they get older. So I just say that I would think young women should just try to respect yourself and don't let guys disrespect you.
Well, do men have a heart? Because women, who has the heart? You saying the women more has a heart, or do men actually have a heart? I mean, because from what I hear, dudes, and I talk to dudes, you talk to dudes, you are a dude, we talk.
Hmm.
But so do men have a heart to say, when I say a heart, to be that sensitive person to get that female, or is he just like, man, I'm gonna go hard all the time, and then if she come with me, she just come with me. If she don't, she ain't gonna be on the island. She go, you know what I'm saying? She gonna be on that boat
Nah,
by herself. She ain't getting off this boat.
nah, I believe men do. I believe, we don't show it as much as women do, but I believe we do, and I believe that's one of the points. If a woman makes a man respect her, he's gonna have that heart. He's gonna
Hmm.
when you get a man's respect, not because of your sexiness, not because of your beauty,
Hmm.
but just your respect that. you gonna respect me. I'm your woman, and when you get him on page like that, yeah, he's gonna be open up to whatever whatever it is to take to make y'all work. He's ready
Tony,
to work with you.
Tony, what does respect look like? Does it look like opening the door for a female? Because I see that all the time. It drives me bazonkers, bruh. And I'm just saying, jokers will. You come out of an establishment, whatever establishment. You go to one side of the car, she go on the other side, and wait for you to open the door. You standing outside the car, unacceptable. On every level.
Who it's unacceptable for the woman to stand outside the car?
Unacceptable for the woman to stand outside that car.
Just waiting for the guy to come
open the door for her from the inside. He's safe. His door's closed. Click.
He reached over there.
And she get in the car. What the?
Oh no!
Come on, man.
I mean,
Tony, that happens all the time.
It does. I mean,
everywhere.
It probably does. Well,
respect laws.
You saying? Well, I'm not saying that's well. Suppose he unlocked the car door and both doors are open. Do he still have to go over there?
Unacceptable, Tony.
He still has
you
to go
gotta secure your woman first.
Well, I'm saying I don't always do that. I don't always do it.
You got to.
I do. I don't always do it.
Walking down the street. Does a woman walk on the outside of you or on the inside? She gotta be on the inside of you.
Inside of you.
Bruh, she just walking. She you ain't got no leash on her or nothing where you pull her back in so don't run in the street.
Right. You say it's that respect. I think it's that chivalry. I think respect is if I don't think it's disrespect if you're saying that those things aren't done. You think they're disrespecting the woman if they do it.
Absolutely. I'm just saying, for me, you can't gain the trust that she needs from you if you don't put the security out there first. Like, whatever happens, I'm going to make sure you good, and I'll fight it on the other side.
Well, that's what we were saying at the top about, a woman wants somebody who she feels
safe
by.
You did say that. Yeah, you did say that.
So all of those things, I think, fall into play with that. But as I say, I could be wrong at times and not open the door, unlock the door, and she get in and I get in and everything. So every time I know I don't do that. So that's just us being together, and it still ain't no excuse that we've been together so long, over 30 years and shit like that. But I think you talking about more in a new relationship. Somebody getting to know each other.
Get that respect that you need to get to the point where you are. I mean, you 30 plus in, bro.
But I think you should do those type of things if you respect the woman. Yeah, I think. But I think the more respect, that's as I say, they call that chivalry. Is it still chivalry left? And those type of things, do guys still? I don't know, but some do girls still want it though, and that's
yes, Tony, yes.
Certain ones want
No. All of them want it.
All of them want it.
Every last one of them want it.
They tell me they don't need them, man.
Please chime in, guys. We've been getting some comments, but y'all got to give us some more.
They tell me they don't need them, man.
Listen, chime in on this one, females. I need y'all to really validate this. Every female that I know would not say, man, why you opening the car door for me? Why you doing that?
I don't think that they gonna say you don't do it. I just don't think that they care as much. I'm just wondering, from the conversations I hear from females these days, the ones that's out here that I see, I just feel like they just think that they don't need a man for nothing at times. But I believe that's what they're telling themselves. I think that's the narrative that they're trying to tell themselves these days with the little rap, with the little chicks that rap and, selling sex. All they doing is selling sex in their music. Every song is sex, this and that. So I think, and girls are picking up on that. Yeah, I don't need a man. But really, I believe what you're saying, that really they do. I think women all want to be taken care of, and not all the way around 100%. Some women like to go out here and do their own thing,
and know that you trust them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But taking care of them is that I'm back to that bottom line. Is taking care is making sure that they feel safe when y'all out rolling anywhere, in and outside the house.
Well, we outside the house, right? We rolling, right? We doing our thing. We out at the club or something, right? The dude in front of me, you leave the club. We behind him in line. His car pull up. He open the door up, secure her. She get in. He walk back around the car, and he get in. My car pull up. The dude say, "Okay, this your car." And I'm getting the driver's seat. She's standing out there waiting. I click the thing and then she get in the car. Until she sees some other woman being treated better than her, she gonna say, "What the bull is wrong with my man?"
Oh yeah, yeah.
I know that, Tony. She gonna say, "What's wrong with him?"
She should say that, but that's a
He need to learn.
That's a sign. Should he need to learn, or should that be? She should learn that this might ain't the guy that I should be with.
Somebody need to learn.
I mean, the woman got.
But she ain't gonna want to learn, Tony. She ain't gonna want to learn because she gonna say, "I shouldn't have to teach no dude how to protect me."
No, to learn that that's not the guy that she's gonna be with.
Oh, okay.
That's
okay,
what she should. That should tell. If you got a problem with that,
okay.
and if you either you gonna sit down there and have a conversation with this guy about that, and find out his feelings about what he feel about doing that. If he got a problem with it, but what she need to do is find out right then and there if she wants that type of respect from the dude. If he's not giving it to her, she knows she need to bounce.
She gotta see. For my thing, for the females out there, guys, she gotta demand that type of respect. She ain't even gotta want it. She ain't even gotta know it. She gotta know that it's right there, whether she wants it or not. Bruh, there's been times with chicks, I could tell they uncomfortable with a dude opening a door for them or waiting for him or telling him to walk inside. Like, oh, what, you possessive or something? You telling me to walk inside? I'm walking down the street. I didn't hear it, but I saw it.
That's where
I saw it. Wasn't last week or nothing like that, but in my lifetime, I've seen that. And I'm like, why, how does that hurt you? How does that,
the female.
How does it not?
I mean, it's just, I think it's just some women that doesn't, I don't know, they call it alpha male, alpha and beta, and it's the female, and all that. I ain't never had to go through what I've been with my wife so long, so I don't really know, like you say, out here dating today is probably like, worse than a crapshoot, probably, I mean.
But I'm saying the wife at home, she demanded, bro, she will never get in the car. I'm saying ever get in the car and I don't open that door. Gotcha. Daughter too. She done taught her daughter how to do it. Both her daughters.
Right.
I'm just saying.
No,
it's like
man, that's
I come out the door, I lock the door. She's standing there. Standing at the car door until I hit the clicker. You expect at the door, you know you hit the clicker, you can get in, right? She's standing there.
She ain't even getting in. She's telling you to go.
I swear, I don't like to swear to you guys, but I'm telling you, it's true.
No, I believe
it's true.
But,
that's absolutely true. And it's nothing special. But, don't get me wrong.
But it's safe. Some women gonna say they don't need it.
Right.
I mean, some women gonna say I don't.
But will they be the younger ones, Tony, or will it be the older ones, or a mixture of both of them?
I think it's a mixture. I think it's probably a mixture. The way they, as you say, your wife taught your daughters that, so that's how they gonna be. But if it's a woman that's not like, I ain't gotta open the door for me. She gonna teach her daughter that they ain't gotta open the door.
Right, you just jump in.
Yeah, you just jump in the car and ride.
right, that's it, right?
So,
and I get it, but I don't agree with it. I get it. You know what I'm saying?
But you can't disagree with it really neither, because that's them.
Right, if that's the way their relationship is.
That's them. It could work for them. Too,
Well, I cannot dispute that.
I cannot dispute that. So they be like, man, right.
I took 5 minutes to get in the car.
You know when it's time to ride, out. Let's jump in the car. But I know you talk about on the happy scale there, and I know you talk about
I know you do.
Women that really want this.
But the youngsters scare me.
Man, they supposed to scare you.
They scare me, Tony. They scare me because how you on the one hand, and I'm saying dudes and chicks, but I'm gonna jump on the dudes now. The dudes, man, what you talking about? She don't want me to do that. Dad, I gotta get in the car myself. Dude, I gotta get in the car myself. She don't want me to do that. I'm like, dude, yes, she do.
You think so you talk to some guys who think that they don't want you to do it?
I talked to some guys who said, listen, bruh, she all right. See, I'm right here. I'm giving you excuses they give me. I'm right here. She all right. If she need me to get across to the car, I can jump over the car. I can run around the car. These are there. I'm not lying, guys. You know who you are, and it's not only you. They're around the world, bro.
Well,
Trust me.
I see. But that's these new dudes and new women, man, or new girls out here.
They gotta be young, then.
Yeah, when they young. I mean, young now. Anything under 30, we gonna say, oh, even some 30-year-olds, man. I really think.
I know,
I
Tony.
really think what?
You can't go to the concert with a honey, and then she say, aren't you gonna open the door for me? I mean, that's in her mind. That's the first thing in her mind. She's thinking. She don't know. I guarantee you, there's a number of women who walk into a club or going not to anywhere I said club, but to a concert, and they're like, okay, we're approaching the door. I know he's gonna open the door, but he opened and go in first, and she coming.
I mean,
you want to see it?
Nah,
we're gonna go down to concert to some
hall.
hall.
I just went to a concert.
And
but
did you see it?
I ain't know. I know I didn't do that. I ain't seen it, man. But you Dale, man, you just, as you say, you worried about the youngsters. Yeah, you got worried, man. They on some different type of shit than we was on coming.
They don't
up.
make it right.
No, it ain't right. But that's what it is. It ain't
yeah,
right.
yeah. They on some different stuff,
but that's
some
what
different
it
acceptable stuff. So it's accepted by both parties.
That's you just made me aware because you had the conversation
with
him.
The dude.
I didn't even know that.
They say she alright. She alright. If she need me to get around the car, I can run around the car. Or I said it verbatim. This is what I said 10 minutes ago. She alright.
Mm-hmm.
What?
And that's what I'm saying. And then there's some women, some young girls saying, yeah, he ain't got to open. I don't need him open the door for me.
Y'all, please help me out. Just give me some. Now I told you earlier on, me and Tony had sort of talked about it. We're gonna have some young ladies on here, and then we're gonna have the young dudes on here because the dudes are really interesting too, Tony. Their responses to questions like that, and I'm saying the younger folks because I know the older folks we may have a few seniors on, or let me say seasoned citizens that will give us probably the same perspective that we're using now because they taught us in a sense.
Yeah.
You know, and they're going to, and I don't know if they're going to agree with you saying, well, you know, I turned 50, I got to get myself right, keep myself right. I don't know about that.
Right. Yeah, they might
know about that.
But I'm going to
I like to hear that conversation,
I
guys.
love to see some women that haven't kept themselves right, and they got these offers. They thinking somebody offering to marry them out here. Yeah. I'm just saying, I don't think that's going down. So if it is, you know, let me know.
You say it ain't going down, so please let them know. Holler at him.
And this is probably
y'all know how to get them.
Because I know how men are. See, so I'm just speaking
Shit
from
talking
a man.
at his best.com. Y'all can get at him.
I'm just hitting from a man's perspective that I know we get old. Men don't even want older women. They looking at young girls now, younger girls. So I'm just saying, keep yourself up, babe. That's all.
Oh my God. Well, y'all need to come on and say, listen, what you talking about? Keep yourself up. They need to keep their minds right. They need to get their stuff right. Get their minds right. But a whole nother caveat to the whole thing is that they bring kids. Somebody's bringing kids. That's tough. And you bring a daddy too, or a mama too.
But a daddy, mama,
and a mama, both ways.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying, they say some chicks, you know, they crazy out here, but the dudes are crazy too when it comes to their kids. Don't let this chick change my kid's pamper. What? Are you changing his pamper? Or don't let this dude take my son to the baseball game. What?
Yeah, that goes on all the time.
Both
I mean,
ways, bro.
That's why I said with the females, they got to take care of themselves as they coming up.
Who's more responsible, Tony?
The female, eh?
Female is. So it's all on y'all. Y'all know, y'all heard Tony say that.
I ain't saying it's all on y'all. I'm saying it's more on y'all because it's your body. It's your body, and you're going to have to bear that kid for 9 months. That guy ain't got to do it.
Yeah.
So you got to look out for yourself before you let a man tell you what to do with your body. So him not wanting to use that condom or whatever, you got to think about that. Is that man going to be with you the rest of his life? I know most women think that when they get impregnated by a guy. But just look at the statistics, baby. That don't usually happen. Most women don't usually probably marry the man they had their first baby with. I'm pretty sure. I ain't looked at the statistics of that, but I'm pretty sure that don't happen. So you got to understand. You don't want to.
It better start happening.
It's going to start. It's getting worse, man. It ain't hard. That's what they got to do. It's going to get worse before it get better. It's done got worse. You having babies, women just having babies, just have babies. Ain't even worrying about the man. The man don't care, so that's all I'm saying.
But that's a
It's
whole
more,
nother topic right
yeah,
there. That
it's
the
more
women having babies just to have babies. But those women, I'm saying from my encounters, the ones who are having babies just to have babies, you saying without a man, they usually got a plan already out there, bro. They got a plan out there how I'm gonna take care of this baby,
well,
how I'm gonna
I
raise
think
this
we
baby.
talking about a woman that wants a baby. We talking about a woman that plan to have a baby and
Right,
not have a man.
right.
Now I'm talking about the women that's
They
out here
just don't
just
care.
sleeping around and getting pregnant
Okay.
and getting impregnated by not using condom, just having a baby because they got pregnant by some dude or the dude they thought was the dude or whatever. I'm not talking about the
Is
woman.
herpes
I'm not talking about the
rampant? Is STDs rampant? Do they still go to the doctor to get cure for syphilis?
I
But
would
when I
hope
was
they
coming
get
up,
cured.
everybody had hot balls and they had everything going on. And
I hope
that,
they got still go get cured. But I know
you,
at times it was an epidemic. I don't know, in
huh?
Baltimore or
Oh, yeah,
Philly
you
or
know it was
somewhere,
in
you
Baltimore.
know, somewhere.
I ain't talking about y'all Baltimore folks. Y'all good people. Y'all good people.
No,
I'm not
it
saying
was
that.
it was a pandemic, epidemic or something
Yeah.
for syphilis or I don't know if it was gonorrhea or something. Man.
Herpes.
It was herpes.
I think it was herpes. I
Mm.
think I read an article in the paper. It says Baltimore, or one part of, I think it was Baltimore, Maryland, that had the highest ratio of herpes than any place in the country.
I
Yeah.
heard some, I heard about the herpes, but things said something else too was out here. But anyway,
Yeah, but I mean,
yeah,
because that
but
comes with the territory, Tony. If you're having sex,
if you
you
having
got to know
unprotected sex,
unprotected sex,
you
right?
having unprotected sex, so that's what I'm just saying.
Is that
About
possible?
the baby. About what? What
They
possible?
have unprotected sex.
Is it possible?
Yeah, I know. Literally, it is. But I mean, are these still going like that here?
Oh yeah, man. It's probably worse now. Rubber cell probably down,
That's what I'm saying.
probably
Are they?
down there than they were back in the early 2000s and the 90s and
But the
80s.
pandemic sort of slowed stuff down, didn't it?
It
Because
just
you couldn't
slowed.
go into the
It,
emergency room no more and get
it just
a
slowed you
technic.
down if you couldn't get to the person. But when they open it back up, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it ain't changed no.
So statistics went up. That's something I should figure it out. I not I should figure it out. But I should figure out find out what are the statistics of STDs during the pandemic and outside the pandemic.
Outside.
Because I know they got to have statistics because you got to get treatment for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
but
wondering how that works. You
it
know,
probably was. Well, we only had like 1 year of
in house.
actual, yeah, in house. Everybody shut down and everything. So,
But that
like
year's
I
a long
said,
time, Tony. That's 365 days.
yeah, but so you would only have to do it for the open 365 days. You
Yeah.
can't do it for, you had to just do it for a year. I guess
Yeah.
pick a year, pick different years to do it against the year
I'm
of the
thinking
pandemic.
2020 or 21. One of those years. those are what I'm thinking.
Man, I'm just about the women, man, and men. I don't know. I don't know how they gonna finish up because it's tough out here for both parties. And like I said, the way they think now is not the way we thought coming up. So I don't know. You saying it needs to change or it's going to change? That's with everything. I don't know how it's going to change. I think it's going to get worse before it gets better.
It can't get worse with number of babies that we have and these STDs that we have and the
Yeah,
non-compliance that we
it's
have
gonna,
and the
that's
non-rubber wearing
It's
jokers
gonna
out here
get,
that we
it's
have.
gonna get worse. Like I just told you, my girl, one of the rappers said she was a bad back queen. As a matter of fact, I think she pregnant now. The bad back queen is pregnant.
Well, so she got pregnant with syphilis in the baby or something in there? I don't
They
know.
ain't found out yet.
Oh
Probably,
my God!
but
She the bareback queen,
that what
and
she
she's
said.
proud of it.
That what she said. She said that's what they call her, or she called herself.
Ladies and gentlemen out there, you gotta protect yourself. You have to protect yourself. Be bareback all night, all long, but don't be with nobody when you're being bareback. That's what I'm saying. You thought I was going the other way. I'm going this way. Don't go bareback at all, unless you are in a marriage, a monogamous relationship. That's my spiel.
Okay, we're gonna keep that one. We're gonna keep that one locked in. All right, there. Let me man talk on some well, it's kind of current, but this is current. We had another mass shooting this
Yeah.
last week, man.
Yeah.
This week,
Yeah.
another white guy
Yeah.
shooting out people,
Yeah.
and I think it was. I heard first it was 22 that died.
Yeah. I
They
heard,
said,
yeah.
they might hear it's up to 25.
No, I was 18.
I heard
It fell
18
down.
after.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came down, and I said so. You say it's 25 now? Or
No, it
still
was 18. Yeah.
but it was
Yeah.
some still in critical condition
Yes,
in the hospital.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. It don't seem like this thing ever stops, and we go every other month, every 2-3 months it's just pop off that, man, it's not safe to go. You can't go anywhere
Yeah,
you can
bro.
go. You can't be
Yeah,
yelling
bro.
about don't go here, don't go
bro.
there.
Don't even tell your kids that no more, parents.
Yeah,
don't even tell them that
you
no more
don't
because
know.
I'm saying
When
you literally
can you tell them?
cannot tell
You
them
got
that,
to tell them to
bro.
stay in the house. You got to stay in the house, and you just gotta, just hope.
You gotta build your
Not-
basement up downstairs and be a bunker, bro. That's what you gotta do.
And see, now ain't no way to live if you gotta do all
Exactly.
that. If you gotta do all that, so
Exactly.
I still try to get around and everything. But man, you never know where the next craziness gonna.
And you ain't had
happen.
nothing to do with it, Tony.
Yeah,
You went there to
nobody,
get a
man.
sausage sandwich, bro.
That's it. That's
And
it,
a
man.
milkshake.
Minding your
I don't know if
business.
that goes together, but a sausage sandwich and a milkshake was all you went to get.
And you
And
wind
you
up
get
in
popped.
the middle of this type
Come
of
on,
thing
man.
right here.
Well, assault weapons is the problem. They're saying that assault weapons don't shoot the gun, but if you don't have an assault weapon, you don't shoot as many people. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
you got to
yeah,
reload the gun. You got to shoot the gun. You run out of bullets. You got to reload again. You have to come prepared as an active shooter to do that.
The assault weapon is for
War.
exactly.
War, Tony.
Exactly.
Literally for war.
Exactly, man.
And how do you look at it any other way? What First Amendment right are we taking away from you? I don't understand that. I don't get it. I get you can be armed as many guns as you want. Why do they have to be automatic? Do you know how those people that they got shot, just mass shooting you was just telling us about?
Mm-hmm.
You know how many of them they can actually identify or they couldn't identify? The bullets ravaged their bodies so badly that you couldn't even recognize the jokers.
Not recognizable. That's crazy.
On the street, not in the war zone.
Yeah. And I don't know why they so up
Come
against
on,
it,
man.
stopping these guns, man. I don't think if nobody had them, then we wouldn't need them. But see, the problem is that too many people do got them, so other people think they need them also.
That's what I thought.
That's what it. Yeah, that's what it makes you feel.
But I'm
like.
thinking for a different reason now.
What reason you thinking?
I'm thinking for a reason to protect myself against everybody that's here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying foreign and domestic.
Right.
And I mean everybody that's my next door neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
He could be the best guy in the world. But if it becomes civil war in this country,
yeah,
bruh, he may look at me totally different.
Right.
So I'm unarmed and he's armed, going
Right.
down the street popping jokers that look like me.
Right. Exactly. So that's why.
I mean.
That's why you're gonna say you need it because they got it.
Right. But is that legit?
Yeah, that is legit. That's definitely legit. I mean, I don't see no other way to be, because you can't be like, I don't believe in guns, and all these other people got them.
Oh, that's my wife. That's my wife.
That's your
She's
wife.
gonna say she don't believe in guns, and I
can't
get
believe-
her.
I get her too.
I get her
too. But I can't wait till everybody else
Bro, as a
start to use
protector,
theirs.
right? And you out there
And
showing.
you like, well, I didn't believe in them, so I ain't. That's crazy.
Right. I simply tell my wife, listen, as your protector, I need more than my fist.
Mm-hmm.
I need more than my weight,
Yeah.
my power. I need something that's gonna happen a lot faster than that.
Exactly.
Give me a 6-shooter. You know what I mean? I want a 600 shooter.
They might just come in your house. They might come to your house to do harm to your family. You need something to protect them. It's just like the guy. A guy was telling me about getting my concealed weapon. I was getting my concealed weapon, and And my friend said, yeah, I know, man. He said, man, I don't want to get it. You know, I'm not going to get it because I don't want that type of energy around. You know, I'm just trying to be that. I said, I feel you, man, but you never know when that energy coming from anywhere.
Yeah,
Man, it ain't about where you be at now. It ain't about like, oh, man, stay out this place, stay out them. You can't even go to church really and be safe.
Right, bro.
For real.
Right.
You can't go to church some days. And you know, you supermarket
you right.
and you go shopping, grocery shopping. You'll never know when this thing gonna jump off or when it is. So I'm saying I don't want that energy around me, but because I know the energy is around, I'm trying to prepare myself for the negative energy if it comes my way.
Right, you can't even go to the football game because in that parking lot there's a lot of targets, and if you know what you're doing, in that parking lot of the target, you know, you tailgating and stuff. Where most people ain't going. Oh, you have some undercover officers there, but are you required to carry your piece if you're an undercover officer? I gotta ask my friend that.
Probably,
yeah. So, but in any event, but dang, man.
Yeah, and that's another place you talk. Like I say, the games. I mean, anywhere you going just to have a good time.
I'm not talking about inside the stadium. They check you. But outside?
Yeah, man.
After you done had all the alcohol that you need to drink in there, Joe, or beer?
You know that, I mean, you know, you might have, we got these fights breaking out at stadiums still like crazy.
Oh, really?
And yeah,
I didn't know that.
It showed, Dallas and them was fighting last week. And
are they the players or?
No, these the fans
okay.
outright. And that's the thing. Just think if one of them have a gun. Get a gun in there because they fighting in there.
Yeah.
Suppose one of them get a gun, man. Inside the stadium. It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy, like you say, but they're not supposed to be having it because, you know, the alcohol do make you more, you know, but nothing should make you that stupid over game, but people take it too far.
So what do you think the option is, Tony, though? Not the solution. What do you think the options are to allow somebody to be on, but cut the mass killings? Mine's is to get rid of the bullets. There's too many of them. The magazines run too fast, the guns that are automatic. Because back in the day, you didn't have mass shootings. You had 6 shooters. You can kill like 6 and that's it.
Right.
Police still can kill you if you got 6 shooters, bullets. You ain't got none.
Right. I mean, I think they should take the guns. They should take them off. I mean, they should be banned and all that.
Those assault ones, the rapid fire ones.
Yeah, the rapid fire ones, because you said you only need that for war, and but these dudes are doing, they're killing a lot of people, innocent people, because they got them rapid fires, so they popping off. So, yeah, all I can say is they need to take it. But I don't, I guess it's the Republican Party that don't want, they're saying their rights are going to be violated if you take away their amendment.
How you feel about that? I mean, what you think about that idea? Because it's an idea that they have in their mind.
I think if you see, man, if you real human and you see these killings, man, you see what's happening on TV, you see it, and I hate to say it, until it affects you, until it affects that person. Some of them say, yeah, that happened, but whatever, and all that. But when your family member is one of the targets, I believe they'll change minds. I believe it'll change some people's minds.
But Tony, their constituents are telling them you got to keep that damn gun bill in place. Leave it alone. Somebody is... Listen, Tony, the Joker ain't get out of bed and say, you know what? I'm going to keep this gun law in place no matter who says what. That's how I feel. No. His constituents or her constituents are telling them just that.
I believe
you keep it in place. Whatever you do not get rid of the gun ban.
Right. Yeah, man.
Get rid of it. Let us have our guns.
Right.
Let us have our guns. We've won.
Yeah.
We've won our guns.
I'm just saying, I can't.
We're responsible.
I can't stand that.
That ain't us.
Nah,
we ain't shooting nobody.
Come on, man. It's all of us. It's everybody, anybody. Saying that, let me ask you this: what you think about our justice system now? What you think about the justice system? You think it works? You think our justice system works?
I think it does.
You think it works?
I think it works.
Well,
better than it worked last week.
So every day is getting better?
Every day.
What you saying? Every day it's getting
Every
better.
day.
I don't know.
I got receipts.
I don't see how it's getting better. But let me see. Let me just say, because you know the justice system, it people say it works until it works against them. A lot of people say it works. Mostly it's white America, that's because over the years they've seen what they want to see through the justice system in situations and cases. But when it flips, I've heard them say the justice system didn't work for us this time. It was broken. You know, it's broken when it doesn't work. I watch a lot of these. Cop shows, or they go to court. Now, every prosecutor and every defense attorney, prosecutor, that man is guilty. Defense attorney, my man innocent. Y'all got the wrong joke. Y'all got the wrong joke. This man. So at the end of the trial, whichever way the trial go, the defendant got off. Prosecutor, murderer just walked. We just let a murderer walk off around. If he go to jail, the defense, they locked up an innocent man. They just locked up an innocent man. And that's the way it's just feel. And we've known it's been innocent guys going to jail to get out. So we know them. It's true, and it could be anybody. We know that some dudes that did crime, I'm gonna name one in a minute, get away, get off. Murderer, get off. So to say the system works, I can't say it. It's the system we got, but saying that it worked, I don't know if work is a word that I would use, that the system worked, because as I say, it's situation. And another thing counts in there is who's your lawyer, who's paying for the lawyers. A guy said one day, I think it was a lawyer. He said, "You being guilty or innocent depending on how much you pay for your lawyer." How much you pay for your lawyer, that's find out if you're guilty or innocent. And in some cases that's true, there. I'm pretty sure in some cases that's true.
Well, public defender or high lawyer.
$1 million joker we paying millions for.
That's true.
And they digging through information and
so
finding
what's your
stuff.
underlining question? Is the system better for blacks or whites, or those who are rich, or those who are poor, or those who are or those who are not connected, or those who are connected?
The system.
What's the A question?
The question was that the system worked, but the system is better for the person got the best representation,
well connected,
all of those things. That's who the system works for. Now, let me tell you, I could tell you when the system didn't. I could tell you the guy I was talking about who got off with murders, OJ. I knew he was guilty day one. That nigga did it, man. Who know that to do all that shit he doing and ain't do nothing. But and I had conversations with other blacks, family members, some friends, and we would, man, they ain't do it. They just trying to get a black man. They just want to get him, bring OJ down because he was messing with that white woman. And that's all. I was like, man, yeah, all that. And I'm black as I want to be. That nigga killed them people. I'm like I say that. So anyway, but let me tell you this though. Killed him. I felt he killed him from day one. But I was happy when he got found not guilty. I was happy when he got found out.
The Joker committed murder.
Let me tell you why. I was happy he was found out guilty. Not because of him, because he's some shit. I could care less about that guy. He didn't think he was black when he was out there, the juice on the loose. But I wanted white folk to feel the shit that I've been feeling all my life. I wanted them to feel that motherfucking pain that you only can get inside your stomach, and you don't know what the fuck is going on because some shit just happened that you know shouldn't happen. It's the way I felt when they said Rodney King, those
were not guilty.
Those officers were acquitted.
Yeah.
I was riding home from work, and I heard it on the radio. Rodney King. I had to slow down. I had to pull over. Shit hit me that hard, man. I had to pull over.
Wow.
couldn't drive for a second because that was the first when I first realized how much they didn't care about. They didn't give a fuck. They didn't give a shit about us.
Mm-hmm.
We saw the tape, first tape before video cameras, before the video phones and all that. We saw the first tape. Black guys been telling the police, they man, brutalized me, man. Yeah, the police said this, we going to the police, you don't get it. Man, they tried to kill me back in the car. Nah, you ain't getting nothing. We got to tape. We got to tape this first time. We got to shit on. Oh, that motherfucker, they beating the shit out of them. Oh, they gonna get theirs. Check it though. They gonna get theirs. Ain't no riot. Did the riot break out when we first seen the tape?
Yeah.
Not when
you first saw the tape.
Not when the Rodney King
took
tape.
it a day.
No.
L.A.
Listen, no riot, no fight, nothing broke out when the tape came out.
Okay.
Because that ain't what black people do. He said they gonna go to jail. He said all them cops gonna go to jail.
Oh, okay.
All them cops gonna go to jail. Ain't nobody do nothing.
No, I see
we
exactly
just sitting
what you're
around
saying.
waiting around. We just waiting around because they gonna take their ass to jail. Nah, but we see. They say ain't nobody do nothing. Them cops ain't do nothing wrong by beating that man. By beating that man the way he did. We ain't getting no justice. Where the justice at? Like I said, I had to pull over when I heard it. That's when the riot broke out. That's when the riot broke. It's the cause and effect of these things.
Yeah.
See, people don't.
True
they
that.
want to look at just, man, they just do this. Nah, ain't nobody do nothing when they first seen the tape. Nobody broke out, no fight. I don't even know if anybody fought for the white guy. But when you see that you see no justice for you, people look like you and no justice, that's why the shit broke. And Reginald Denny, Reginald Denny, I'm sorry for him, but he was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah.
And any first white person that came through there was going to get it.
Yeah.
And it was just on the facts of that. That's what the reason was. So I'm just saying, that's why I'm saying I wanted them to feel what I felt, and they did. If you see the pictures of the white and the black audience when they said
Right.
when they said
I
not guilty.
I did see that.
White people was like,
we were silent.
they had that. You had that feeling. You had that feeling that, yeah, this shit ain't right. The justice system didn't work for us. Like Emmett Till, it didn't work for him. Those type of things have been going on for years. It didn't work. That's just on that style. But I'm still on about, is it good? Is it just about your representation? If you're guilty or innocent?
I see you brought it full circle. But in the middle of that is the system is good. Is it perfect? No. No system is perfect. And I'm not saying that as an excuse, but what I am saying is the system is working as well as it could work. Now,
how good is that? That's what I'm saying.
Well, over the years, you had cases that are blatant, just obvious. Doesn't even require you to think. Then there are cases where you're not sure about whether he did it or he didn't do it.
Right.
And then there's ones that they didn't do it and they got arrested, sent to prison.
Right.
We know a lot of those, a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them are brothers.
Yeah.
So when you have those three scenarios, the question is, has it gotten better on each one of those scenarios from back in the day to today? And I have to say back in the day, bringing it back, because that's where we started. So where are we now? Because as I think some guy said, one of the rappers, I don't know who he is or what he said, we started at the bottom, now we're here, whatever that means. Here where? I mean, why? You know, that's my deal. Here where? Why?
Yeah.
But that's just a whole nother topic. But my deal is, if you start at one place and you end up a place that's forward instead of backwards, then you made progress, Tony.
Yeah, that's what you would call progress. That's probably definition of. That's probably the definition of progress and everything. But how full? I mean, you saying the progress? What have we made? Where the progress at though? We still do the court cases the same as we did back then. What?
They are the same, but the result isn't the same. The result is more. There's more transparency than I've ever seen in court proceedings and court logic and things right now. They have an opportunity. I didn't say it was going to happen, but they have an opportunity right now to show the world. I ain't say the states. I said to show the world that no one is above the law in this country. I'm just saying. I said an opportunity. I ain't said it was going to go either way, but do you have an opportunity right now to show the world how much progress we really have made on that side of the fence, on that a level of well connected money and all those things. We gotta. That would be the test for me.
Okay.
That's the test for me.
Okay.
Now, if that comes back a certain way, I would understand it because I've lived it all my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
But if it comes back another way, then I've got to say we made progress. We made progress.
Like I say, progress.
I ain't calling no names, but you know what I'm coming at.
Progress is like I say, probably the definition of moving forward. And so I'm saying I wouldn't. I still see the system as the same. And now I don't. We've all changed. I mean, you just can't be a blatant racist now, right?
Right. Progress.
So when you talking about that's progress. So
yes.
So you saying back then when we were in court of things, you could be racist and do those type of things, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's fine. So the progress. I don't think. See, that's being a blatant racist and not able to be a blatant racist.
Right.
I don't look at that as being progress.
Well,
I don't look at that as I can understand. I can see somebody saying it, but I don't look at it. As being progress.
And I get your point too. I can see that it's not really a lot of progress. I mean, if you going underground, it's supposed to be up in the public, you know. But I can't see you now that you know.
I can't act racist.
But I get that. But at the end of the day, you're gonna get rooted out. The shit that you're talking, everybody's gonna hear it. That's all I'm saying. It's
not amongst other races.
No, but you'll be talking to a smaller audience.
You don't really know that.
I don't. That's
really
true. I've been surprised. I've been surprised. I don't
is.
know. I've been surprised at the size of the audience of numerous things in this country. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, still, Tony, this is the best country on earth. That's all I'm saying. I said that in the last show, I believe it was.
You said it a few times, and
yes.
I believe this country
is the best country on earth.
Okay, then you want to go there. It's the country.
Come on.
We had a good country here, but the best on earth. You know, our country put stuff in our food that other countries ban in their food.
Put stuff in our bodies.
And our health, for our health reasons, right? For health reasons.
Yeah.
So, why would a great country do that if they're so great and we got other countries that's trying to make sure their people don't get sick off these type of things, knowing that it's bad for your body, but our great country doesn't care about that?
They believe, and this is my opinion, they believe that you are smart enough to make that choice. That if I put something in your food and you read the label, people read labels now, bruh. And
they've been doing it. Don't shortchange it like what they doing now. They've been doing this for years.
Okay, for years.
So when people
years,
wasn't reading labels,
right? They have not read labels.
Okay.
But as I said when we started, progress is anything forward as opposed to going backwards, and that's progress when they did not read the labels in the 40s and the 50s
Why would they
and
put
the
it
60s.
in there though, Dad?
But see, Tony, that's
if you can make it without it.
Nobody is perfect. No country is perfect. There are people who do these things.
No, we great though.
No, we are great. It's the greatest country on earth.
Yeah, I know.
I believe.
And that's why they try to keep us on medication. That's why they keep you on medication.
Medication is about money.
They keep you. And that's our great country. It's about our great country. This is what our great country does for us. That's why we so great.
It's about money.
It's other countries. It's about 6 other countries that don't charge for medication. Don't charge.
Those people would take our system in a minute, bruh.
Nah, they wouldn't take that part of our system.
Why
would they take paying for medication but not paying? Why would they take?
For all you folks that are in Bangladesh and
Belarus, Canada
and those places over there, and
Canada
Indonesia, or all these small places.
Do it.
I'm telling you, if you had the option to come here and deal with the shit that we deal with, as opposed to deal with the shit that you deal with where you are. I feel that you would say, you know what, Dale, that's a no-brainer.
You feel some of
That's a
them would
no-brainer.
and some of them wouldn't. Some of
Some
them
of them
would,
wouldn't,
some
yeah.
wouldn't.
Some wouldn't.
And some of them,
Some
so,
wouldn't.
okay, so.
Because even the ones who come here complain like, man, I want to get my money and I want to go back home.
Exactly.
I want to get my money. But you got to come here to get something. You
Yeah.
come here to get something.
That don't make you
and
great
you go
though,
back
because
home.
you can go back, come in and get something. You can come in and get something. Yeah, that's
So
a good move.
you got to act.
Let's make a
the
good
person.
move. Let's go make a good move and go tomorrow. You know you
Yeah.
can get something and we can roll over. So that's all good. That's a good. Yeah, that's a good shot. That's a good shot. It's like having a job. You can go get you some more overtime. I don't mean it's the greatest job on the world,
Right.
but you can go at times and get you some extra money when you need it. So yeah, what's up? But still, that's just a job.
So, I mean, if I look at it, bro, I'm saying as great as this country is and as challenged as a lot of other countries are, for me to decide on where I want to be and bitch and moan about it that I'm here, or bitch and moan about it that I've got to do this or do that, I get the bitching and moaning, but I don't get the, it's not the greatest country on earth. It is.
Okay, that's what you said. I'm not saying.
It just
I'm
is.
just saying it got too much shit in it to be called great. I think if I'm gonna think of great, it's gonna be some things that I can say that's great, and I can't. Seeing a lot of flaws in, I'm not gonna give them the great. It's like a player playing football. I see the ones that's I'm gonna call great, and the ones that they okay,
Mhm.
they good. That's a good player, but he got this and that. Now he can't. So I can't give you great. If you better than every other country and that's what you feel, that's great. That's great there.
I wonder
But
how the youngins look
you know,
at that.
I only think they looking there. I only think, and I'm talking about the.
I hear you.
I'm
Because
talking
see, I
about the
always
young
want to
ones.
know.
I'm talking about the young ones that proud. I ain't talking about the
I
ones
get it.
that's
I get
doing.
it. I get it. I get it.
That's
I
in
get it.
school doing trying to
I
get.
get it. I get it. But listen, check this out though, Tony, and I get what he's saying, but I don't agree with it, but I get what he's saying. But let me say this: I was up near a university, a major university, a major HBCU recently, and it was a Friday or Saturday night, bruh, and I'm telling you, I couldn't tell the difference between who was a student and who was just trying to get paid on the street, survive on the street. I could not tell the difference.
For real?
Hear me when I tell you this. Couldn't tell the difference of the students at Howard, the students at a HBCU and the regular Joes that's just.
So you saying everybody looked like they was just hanging on the street?
Bruh.
It just looked like it was.
Bruh, they was hanging, they was doing stuff that language was off, all of that. None of that worked, bruh. None of it. None of it worked.
Yeah.
None of it. I'm just saying. None of it worked. So I'm like,
Well,
man, listen. None of it worked.
So if you thinking that the kids at the school just there to
No,
hang out?
I just looked at it. I said, well, what makes you any better than the dude that you just walked past for to ask you for $1? That's all I'm saying. What makes you any better than the dude that just was crossing the street, jaywalking, and you? Because you just did it 15 minutes earlier. So, next time, I'm going to have a forum out there. I'm going to say, now what do you think about him? This behavior you just did. So why is he any better or less better than you?
Well,
that's the disconnect that we have, Tony, that we got to get right.
Did the guy act like he was less than them?
Which
You said why
how
he's no
he
better.
look?
You said he's no better. You're no better than him.
I don't know if he was off his meds, if he was inebriated, or if he was, I don't know what was going on with him, Tony. But it wasn't just one dude. It was a group of them hanging out.
Yeah.
In the front of the house. It was a Friday night, I give him that.
Mm-hmm.
But it was no different than if I saw a group of brothers who were challenged with housing. Let me say that.
Yeah.
Wasn't no difference.
Say it look the same.
Look
All
the
look
same.
the same.
Look the same. Dressed the same. Clothes, everything. And I mean, this is a major HBCU. But then on Monday, you go into class and you write a paper about the dude you saw on the street on the weekend. Like I'm doing right now in this cast.
Man.
The dudes I saw on the street. And now I'm going to be out there tonight. No.
Fam,
It don't make sense, Tony.
I
There's a
don't think
disconnect.
they cared. I don't think they cared like we did about these type of things. They don't
Right.
care. It's just like I go to a concert
Mm-hmm.
and I go in there with anyway because nobody gets dressed up to go to concerts and none of that,
Mhm,
man. I
mhm.
mean, just
Mm-hmm.
so I think the mindset, the younger ones, we old, so the younger ones, like I say, they just don't think like we used to think. Things ain't the same, and just hanging and just doing nothing.
Or do they think the world is getting better?
The kids,
That's why I always go back to them, Tony, because they're gonna. I mean, we're leaving them this world, bruh, and do they think it's getting better, or do they think that this shit just run rampant like it's doing right now? Because somebody, trust me, there are dudes like me and dudes like you who trying to reel them back in, bruh, with that rod, bruh. It's like you can't keep living like this. You can't live like I'm gonna reel you in, and they fight. You ever seen a fish when he get caught on the reel? He want to get back in the water. They shaking and jumping and fighting, and we trying to reel them in. Listen, bruh, you don't want to go that way, bruh.
they don't feel like they need to be real. Then they alright with they doing, man.
So I mean, it's like there's no off ramp. Should be. We have one on the highway that if my tire's flat, I get to go to the off ramp and just chill and wait for the car to come. Somebody to help me.
Yeah.
But if you ain't accepting my help, then I'm gonna sit there all night, Tony, with a flat tire and nobody's gonna help me, bruh.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, man. They not on that type of time, man.
All of them? Cause it's a hell of a lot of them.
I
like
think
that,
that generation, man. I think we about 2 generations down, man. For real.
So
For real, man.
so
As you gonna say the majority? I'm gonna say the majority.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think we about 2 generations. The last 2 generations, they like.
that's where progress is stymied for me at. That's where it's sort of just in a holding pattern.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not going backwards.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not going backwards. It's not going forward. It's just in a holding pattern until we can decide which way we're going to take these kids and move them to the right direction. Some people going to say, I'm going to give the fuck up on them. Excuse my French. I'm going to give up on them. I'm going to let them go back. I'm going to let them stay right where they are. We're going to move forward.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are going to say, no, we got to bring them with us and take them with us. But they fighting me too much. You know, I can't hold this rod all this time and reel them in. No. They fighting me.
Right.
So at some point, it's going to be a reflection because we're going to say, listen.
Well, you got to take the ones definitely that want to go, the ones that you could.
They none of them want to go, Tony.
Some of them gotta want to go.
No,
some
Tony, they see what their boys doing, they want to do it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, so we just talking about that side of them, okay? So yeah, if you gotta, all you can do is change the ones that want to change, man. They gotta want to see something, and all of them, you know, like you say, the followers. See, it ain't all of them ain't followers though, Dad. See, that's the one do what your boys doing. Them the followers. There's some leaders in there in that little thing too. You gotta connect to them and hopefully get them to connect and bring them up. When you trying to go at somebody, that's all. You gotta get to the leader first.
But Tony, there's a top school in a city. Top school. Well, I say top school. It should be the best school in the city. I'm gonna say what city in this country's in. Now, teacher can't teach. Let me tell her why. Ain't her skills. She coming in with a master's or either PhD. But the jokers in the school don't want to learn nothing. So you know what that does, Tony? That F's it up for everybody else in that class, right? Who want to learn, like the ones you said, there's people out here who want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But you going to tell me that you have the wherewithal and the brain function and the mind to just sit there and just try to pick up what you can for that class, or say something to the principal or to the teacher, or you just sit there and say nothing and learn nothing, or you try to get out of there. That in itself should not stand in any school in this country.
It shouldn't.
But it's allowed to happen, Tony. That's all I'm saying. You got to say, listen, zero tolerance. Zero tolerance.
Yeah,
When you're in
I
school,
believe
at
that.
least, you're
I
only
believe
talking
that.
about 6 hours, Tony, from 9 to 3.
And that's something that helps
That's
them
it.
teachers, man. Teachers, man, they got such a hard job.
We done?
I mean, we did an hour, D.
Okay.
Yeah, we can always go down it. You know, you sitting in that sun too, man.